Taking a chance and exploring new backcountry trails can often lead to the most incredible experiences. And this year during Easter Jeep Safari, I'm taking that chance. This is my second day here in Moab, and while I generally stay close to town and hit popular trails, I usually try to explore at least one area in the region I haven't done in the past, and today I'm doing something very different. I'm meeting up with some great guys and heading 80 plus miles out of town for the day for an adventure I don't think any of us will soon forget. Well, good morning, guys. It's bright and early this morning, and I'm on my way to breakfast to meet up with Sean from the Story Till Now and Will from the Venture Till Rome, and we're gonna go out of town a little bit, hit some trails, and just have a great day of wheeling. Now, last night I went to the roundtable discussion with the new head of Jeep. There were some other media folks there, folks from TFL, a bunch of icons in the Jeep industry. And we had a good little kind of behind the scenes discussion. Was not allowed to film any of that because they were telling us a little bit about some stuff that's kind of happening behind Jeep, which is really exciting and cool. And so then we had dinner with them, and it was just good, just hanging around the table, talking with the engineers and the designers from Jeep, and just kind of, understanding who they are and what their passions are. And I just really enjoyed last night. I did ask one very pointed question. I said, look, Jeep got rid of the diesel. This year is the last year for the Jeep Wrangler 392. Is the 4xe going to be the most powerful Jeep, or is there something else coming? I knew what the answer was going to be before I asked it, but I had to ask, and I know you guys would want to know. And of course he said, well, the 392 we're excited about it this year, and we can't really talk about what's on the horizon. So fingers crossed there is something on the horizon. What do you guys think? Maybe that new Hurricane motor, who knows? But hopefully there's something else to kind of take the place of the 392. But anyway, I just a little bit down the road here, and be meeting up with these guys, have some breakfast, and we're gonna hit the trail, and we're gonna have a good day. So it's beautiful in Moab right now. In fact, there's Sean right now. There are lots of great places to eat in Moab, but one of my favorite breakfast spots is Gloria's. Great food and great service. I enjoyed a simple breakfast this morning. Breakfast was really good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm doing a no carb thing for 30 days, so we'll see how that goes. This is day 3 of the keto diet, but I'm just trying to get a little healthier, and this is one way I'm going to do it, by starting to eat right. So we are going to go get fuel, and then we've got about an hour plus drive out of town. I'm excited because I've never done this behind the Reef area. Sean has been out there before. Will's never been there, and it should just be a great day of adventure. So I'm looking forward to checking out this new area. Now it's just a little after 9, and there are not a lot of gas stations after we leave town, so we were sure to fill up our tanks, and then we began making our drive out of town. By this time in the morning, most of Easter Jeep Safari runs are underway, so there was no traffic, and we enjoyed a very scenic 80-mile drive west. After about an hour and a half, we were near the San Rafael Swell, and there is no mistaking this area. It has a very unique geology that looks as though plates of rocks were just shoved up from underneath the earth. And in a way, that's sort of how this area was created, but more on that geology a little bit later. All right, we are about 85 miles out of town from Moab, and we are here in the San Rafael Swell. And I have to tell you, this is a place that I've known about for a long time. I've always wanted to come out here, so a huge thanks to Sean for recommending this, and he's going to lead us on this trail behind the Reef, which is supposed to be a pretty moderate trail, so we should have a lot of fun. But just the rock formations, I mean, look, I know the rock formations in Moab are amazing, but coming in here, it's unique, it's different, and so there's like these really cool structures just coming out of the ground. So I'm excited to see what the trail has to hold for us. I'm excited to see the scenery, to wheel with these guys. Today's going to be a good day. Let me show you the rigs we're with. All right, guys, just a quick walk around of everybody's vehicle while we're airing down. Sean's airing down the Trail Destroyer. Sean, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Happy to be out here.
Yeah.
The weather's nice. It's going to be a great day out here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. Thanks for leading today. It's going to be great. So you guys have seen his truck in many videos. It's a beast, and I love the new wrap. There's Doc. You guys know all about Doc. This is Lance, and he's got, I don't understand what the duck on his Jeep hood is, on his Bronco hood is all about. But this is a new to him Bronco Raptor. He's only had it for about 2 weeks, and excited to see that in action. And we got Will from Venture to Rome. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
First time in Moab?
First time doing this kind of stuff. I've been out here before, but not out to the San Rafael Swell.
Yeah. And you have 392?
Yeah, this is my baby.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to get this thing on the dirt and get it broken in a little bit. Maybe, today's not going to be too technical, but I'm hoping to do some technical stuff with it this week.
Sean's leading, so I think we might be in for a little more than he's...
Easy for Sean is different for other people.
Yeah, but beautiful 392, sounds great. So that's our lineup today, guys. We're going to finish airing down and go hit the trail. It should be a good day. Now our adventure really begins. We are making our way towards a trail called Behind the Reef. It's a moderate trail that's just under 14 miles long and should only take about 3 hours to complete. But because we made many stops along the way to soak in our surroundings, took a few optional trails along the way, and we might have had to backtrack once or twice because we took a wrong turn. Well, let's just say today ended up being a very long day on the trail. And that is in no way a complaint, because I can already tell you I'm coming back to this incredible place. Welcome to the San Rafael Swell. These breathtaking views are only the beginning of many that we will observe around every corner today. This place is truly an adventure's paradise, a vast, untamed wilderness ready to be explored. There are rugged trails scattered across over 200 square miles of this terrain, and it really is a place to witness the Earth's incredible power to create and reshape. Ages ago, tremendous geological upheavals formed a giant dome of rock, or a swell, in the Earth's surface here. The harsh elements have beat down against that dome and eroded it into this wild, broken array of multicolored sandstone. Wind and water carved this jumble of rocks into incredible formations, buttes, canyons, pinnacles, and mesas, making the swell one of the most rugged, beautiful pockets of terrain in the world. That's how this area came to be known as the San Rafael Swell. But the San Rafael Swell is not just a tale of geological marvels. It's a crossroad of human history. For thousands of years, Native American tribes traversed these lands, leaving behind a legacy of rock art that mystifies and inspires. I'm not sure we're going to find any today, but maybe next time I'll come out here and hunt them. Later, this became challenging obstacles for European settlers. There was uranium mining out here and outlaws seeking refuge within these secluded canyons. Now, up to this point today, we have been traveling along some smooth and rugged, easy sections of trail. But now, we find ourselves on a very narrow shelf road climbing up in elevation. It's sections of trail like this that I'm thankful for keeping the wheels tucked in and the overall profile of the Gladiator pretty narrow. The Bronco Raptor in our group, though, is pretty wide, so we'll see how well he navigates this. So we just came up that pretty narrow, rocky ledge. You know, shelf roads aren't my favorite thing, but that one was fine. Thankfully, the Gladiator is very narrow, so it's no problem. Crazy though, as we just paused there for a moment at the top, there's actually snowflakes. You can't see them, but there's just a few snowflakes. It says it's like 47 degrees out here. There's not a whole lot of clouds, but it was sure enough snowing out there. But good call, Sean, on this trail. This is beautiful. The weather will change many times today. We just aren't aware of it yet. I think it's very important to mention that out here, we all need to tread lightly on this ancient land, respecting its past and marveling its beauty. There is no need to be rowdy out here and tear up the trails, because here, this earth tells an amazing story, one of creation, destruction, and enduring majesty. And there still is so much more to come. I mentioned that the San Rafael Swell covers almost 200 square miles, and I think you could easily spend days out here. Just bring extra fuel, because before our day was over, we were already getting pretty low. I also noted many amazing campsites out here. I almost wish we could spend the night tonight, but I've got an early obligation tomorrow, so next time I'll make more time for this place, that's for sure. Well, that little snowstorm was unexpected, but man, it just made this place so much more incredible. I'll tell you, the rock formations out here are so unique, and it just goes on and on and on. I think we've only probably just barely seen a little bit of the swell out here, and I think, like I said earlier, I would love to come back out here and spend several days, because this place, wow. Sean, good call on coming here, buddy.
Decent, right?
Better than decent.
I think there's some mining sites and stuff.
Oh, like uranium mines or something, maybe?
Maybe. There's like a cabin, and then
right.
somebody told me there's like actual mines that for past where I've gone. So
okay, more to see.
Definitely gotta check it out.
Awesome, guys. We spent about a half hour here just chatting it up, and I will say it's one thing to be out cruising along the trail with good friends, but when you're out here for several hours, you've just got to stop from time to time, not only just to stretch your legs, but to have some meaningful conversations. That's where the real camaraderie of trips like this take place. We were quickly falling in love with the swell, and after a nice break from the vehicles, it's time to see what else we had in store. just stop for a moment, check out this old cabin right here on the side of the trail. This thing is it's pretty rustic, and there looks like there's all kinds of mining ruins and car parts and stuff. Let me just turn around and let you guys check it out. Yeah, looks like an old engine block, bunch of old shoes and boots, some cans. Of course, there's a bed in there. Yeah, look at all the cans in here. And then what's on the table? I don't know, I can't make out a lot of this stuff. Is this some kind of piece to a generator maybe or something? Walls are pretty destroyed. Looks like they're going to come down soon. And there's holes in the roof. So this isn't one of those cabins where you'd want to come camp out in. But I don't have any information on this cabin. I'm gonna have to do a little research, and I'll let you guys know what I find out. But pretty cool. I mean, look, that's the view from your cabin. How cool is that? So other than this sign on the side of the cabin and a few random references on the internet just calling this a mining cabin, I couldn't find a lot of specific information about this cabin. If you happen to have any insight on this, I'd love to read about it in the comments. There is evidence of mining all around the cabin, and there was a lot of prospecting that was done here in the late 1800s for either uranium or vanadium. But in 1949, during the Cold War, the U.S. government would pay massive bonuses for high-grade uranium ore. There was a mining boom that occurred, and thousands flocked to this rugged terrain in old automobiles and military surplus jeeps. There were small tent mining camps scattered all around this region. This old truck here, which I'm not really sure the make and the model, but I'm pretty sure it's from the 50s, would have been around that time frame. So it's possible that there was mining happening at this very spot 60 to 70 years ago. I can only imagine how hard life was living and working out here. Pretty miserable, I would think, with the cold winters and the blazing hot summers, spending your day looking for precious ore. You guys know I always enjoy checking out old mines and old cabins, so this was a cool stop. Now, Sean has been just down the hill from here, so he's never been to this cabin, and he's never been beyond. So from here on out, it's a true new territory adventure that none of us have been on. So we'll see where the trail takes us today. Okay, for about the last 1 to 2 miles or so, the terrain has changed. The trail's gotten a little more rocky, a little more rough, some big ruts, another Another one coming up right here. I would say it's definitely gone from easy to moderate, but nothing crazy hard. But I like it when a trail is diversified like this. The scenery's changed a little bit. The topography has changed. I'm full of joy today. This is a great day. What a great group of guys to be out here with. I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the day goes, because according to the map, we've still got quite a few miles to put in today, so we might be getting back kind of late, but that's okay. Trail just split just a little bit, and we took a wrong turn, so we got to backtrack not too far, maybe about 200 yards, but that's part of the adventure. Sometimes you just make a wrong turn. It's all good.
This trail changes a lot. I really like this. It's got a lot of different vibes to it.
It's windy up here, but we came to a little fork in the road, and Sean was like, let's just go see where this goes. And I'm so glad that we decided to come up here. This is one of the most amazing views I've seen in a long time. You can see forever all around here. The 360-degree views from up here just go for miles and miles. This would be a great place to camp and watch the sunset, and then in the morning, watch the sun rise. But I'll bet it's rare that the wind isn't blowing pretty hard up here. Now, the next section of trail from here was pretty rocky, and things started to get a little more moderate, a little more technical. Oh yeah, now it's time to have a little fun. that section of trail coming through the canyon was awesome. There's some rocks and some ruts and some tight sections. That was a good technical aspect to this trail. This trail has just delivered all day long. Everything you could want out of a trail is here. I did not expect this trail to be this amazing. I would say this is up there with, you know, my top favorite trails out here in Utah. I would definitely do this again and highly recommend you guys come out here. Now, what we did was a little loop on the end of the trail. And so now we've got, I don't know how many miles, but we probably have a good 30 to 45 minute drive before we air up and hit the pavement, and then work our way back to Moab, which is gonna be like another hour-and-a-half drive, but totally worth coming out here today. Now, tomorrow, gotta get up bright and early because we're gonna go hang out with the Jeep and check out their new concepts and see what's going on with those guys. So, Easter Jeep Safari is not over.